I want to share an experience with you that I had in 1984. The virtue that I'm going to be talking about is love, real love. And how in 1984, I had my first experience of it. I was sitting in a meditation class after 3 months of trying to have any of the experiences that people around me were having. And suddenly, I had the experience that it was like a force came from very high and just pulled me out of my body and up. And I entered a whole world of light, golden red light. And the feelings were like being wrapped, just surrounded by love. And I started crying a lot because it wasn't just like an energy of love. It was also the feeling of welcome, as if I was being very specifically welcomed and treasured. And I knew 3 things immediately at that point, which is that, first of all, this love that I've been looking for my whole life, real love, not love based on something I do, which is taken away if I don't do it, not a conditioned love, but unconditional, altruistic love. This kind of love I knew exists. And then I also knew, without any doubt, that God exists. Because I did not believe in God at all. And I never thought that I was looking for God. But I'd also almost given up on finding real love. So it was very meaningful for me to understand that that love exists and that God exists and that God is love. Because this experience, as I was saying before, was really personal, a meeting, you could say, soul to supreme soul, or whatever name you want to give that one. And it changed my life forever, because when I came out of that experience and I was crying and shaking and the whole class had kind of stopped and was looking at me, I understood so many things. Mainly that that's what this life was going to be for. Cultivating that avenue between me and the source of that light, that love, and generating it into my relationships, my responsibilities, my community, and my world. And it turned out to be a huge journey, the beginning of a huge journey, because I had no idea how unloving I had become, not just in this lifetime, but many, many lifetimes, an accumulation of negative energies, you get used to them and you don't realize how big is the gap in my own self between where I'm at now and how I am originally. Because that's one of the things I started studying at this school of meditation, the Brahma Kumaris. I learned a few things, like, for example, that love is an energy. It's a very high frequency energy. Like all the good things, peace, joy, these are energies, spiritual energies. But then I also learned